So what are we up to today?
So in this video, I'm going to go over all of the hot dog cart accessories that we've tried and the biggest successful ones that we wouldn't be a hot dog cart without. What do you think of that, Cynthia?
I think that sounds great.
We are the hot dog cart people. Yep, just yellow, nothing else. What about the second one? Chili cheese,
Chili cheese, sour cream, and a little hot sauce.
Figure it out. We're here to talk about hot dog cart accessories, the top hot dog cart accessories that we've tried, and we wouldn't stand at a hot dog cart without these accessories, like ever, right?
Right,
Ever.
right.
Well, there's one big one on my list that I know about, and I love it, and I would buy another one right here today. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. I thought it was an absolute genius when we were at our storage facility, when I come up with the idea of cutting a round table out of wood and with a hole in the center and making the umbrella shelf.
You came up with the idea, and I said, let me just look on Amazon and see if somebody already has one.
Now, again, this is on Amazon. It's like $16. You can get one generally delivered in 2 days. This thing saved us so much space. It was simple to install. If you can pick the umbrella up and put it back into the cart, you can install this by yourself. No tools required.
As soon as we installed it, we never looked back. That was always on our umbrella from there on.
Yeah, and if you've seen our videos, you can tell we normally had 3 cell phones with us.
Yes.
One was running the camera while we were set up and all that good stuff. So one of the cell phones would be in there. Sometimes a tablet would be in there. A cup would be in there with
Usually.
our clean tongs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Usually
our sunglasses.
Sunglasses if we have to take them off.
Yep, things like that.
It was perfect. And there was really no negative effect to that at all, with one exception. Our refrigerator door, when we'd open it, it would kind of not let it stand by itself, so we had to keep an arm up in there. But totally well worth that.
Well, the good thing is you can adjust the height of that. So, you know, if you're a taller person, you can put it up higher, and it won't really,
I guess that's true.
It won't really affect that too much. So.
And I don't think too many people have that hot dog cart with that refrigerator, so I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
that's true too.
Super simple, easy to order, cheap to order, super easy to install.
And it doesn't just need to be on that hot dog cart. It can work on any umbrella.
That's true. What accessory do you want to talk about?
Mine is a simple one, actually. We didn't go for a branded umbrella. We just bought an umbrella off of Amazon, and we really like those umbrellas because they include some solar lights and battery-operated lights with it. So that always gave us some extra lighting at night.
Yeah,
and they were
well.
easy to install. You can buy them right off of Amazon, any color you want. Fit most carts, slide right in.
It's true. Well, we made a mistake and bought an umbrella one time that you had to thread it in.
Yes.
So every time, and we needed it like the moment we got it, we threw it in the truck.
That's right.
And went off to set up our cart. But we had to put the pipe down in there and then thread the top on. It was a total pain. We were happy to get rid of that.
Yes.
But thankfully we had that on the push cart.
Correct.
The all-American hot dog cart. But that's definitely one of my favorite accessories as well. A big accessory for me that was super easy, you installed it yourself, was the cup holder and the cup lid holder, that black box we have on our cart.
Yeah, that was definitely a lifesaver on windy days. Didn't have to worry about your cups flying away or lids or straws. That held everything in place. And it was light enough that it could stay on there all the time, and that worked out great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that one too. It was a good one.
What do you got this time?
Well, to go along with that one, it's not something attached to the cart, but the lemon squeezer.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it is a cart accessory.
Good cart accessory. We know that a lot of people ask if it's smart to get into the lemonade business with your cart, and for us, it was definitely a win-win situation. We definitely doubled our sales with the lemonade.
Easily. We had people coming up to us like Monday through Friday just for lemonades. You know what I mean? So it was a big thing. Well, that leads us to another accessory. The shelf that we put on both sides.
Yes.
And specifically on the side, I had a real specific reason why I wanted to get this shelf and mount it to the left side if you're facing
Yes.
the burners. I pop riveted that properly to the cart, and she could crush lemons
Yes.
with all the pressure she needed to do that
Hand
without
pressed.
any problems from the shelf. So we'll put a link to all these things in the description to Amazon below. And again, that was a little bit, I would say, a little more difficult to install than obviously the umbrella shelf thing. A certain drill bit for stainless steel and certain tools, pop rivets.
Yes.
None of it's hard, but you have to have these things and know how to use them, drill bits, drills, and stuff like that. But for me, the moment I could take that table off of our hot dog cart, I was so much happier. I wanted to completely get rid of any setting up of a table, carrying or carting around of a table. Some reason that really annoyed me.
You're right, not having a separate table made set up and take down quick and easy. Those tables always break. They don't last long. Where this looks nice, it's attached to the cart. It was definitely, like he said, sturdy. And yes, it's probably the most difficult to install on our list that we're giving today, but it's not that difficult. Pretty easy. And having that extra room allowed us to do the lemonade there and dress all of the hot dogs. And that leads us to another good accessory.
What you
And
got?
that's the hot dog sleds. You can buy them on Amazon as taco holders, I think they're called. But
They fit the best.
We'll put the link below on some of the ones that we like. They always come in handy when you're dressing several hot dogs at once.
Definitely helpful. Well, that reminds me of another thing that's a little more difficult to install, but not impossible. Again, you need about the same tools, drill bits, this time nuts and bolts. That's the RV stabilizer jacks that we put on our cart. Had the third wheel on it from the factory, let's say, and I removed that. It was wonky and moved all over. If you accidentally bumped it a little hard, it could actually drift away on you. But once we put the RV stabilizer jacks, two under the bread box side and one where the third wheel was, her and I could both stand on this hot dog cart and it was no problem. So it was rock solid and definitely a huge upgrade for us, right?
Yep.
So what else you got?
The last accessory I think people don't think about, but it's actually the hot dog hat. We bought that kind of as a joke just to catch some people's attention. It became a staple on the cart for him to wear the hot dog hat. We'll put that link below as well. It definitely catches people's attention. We knew somebody else that also had a hot dog hat. He always said he was ready to serve when the hat went on.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we always love that. So I think it's a great little accessory.
But yeah,
in addition to your cart.
It definitely gets their attention. When I would have to run into the store for whatever reason, let's say, people would notice it for sure.
Yep.
As I'm going through the store, they think I'm just a customer like they are. And like, oh, hot dogs,
Yeah.
Our hot dog cart was about as loud as I'd like to get, at least.
Yes.
It was very loud, colorful. And somehow they still miss you, just busy on their phone or busy in their lives. So, that's why I came up with the spinner umbrella on our hot dog cart to try to get more attention. It worked best at night with lights dangling off of it, of course.
Yes.
But with our signage hanging from the top of it and stuff, I'd hit that button. People would take notice. They'd laugh. Kids would giggle and stuff like that. But that was a semi-complicated install, and still make them. It was really fun to do.
Yeah,
right?
they're still available.
It was
for
really
purchase,
fun to do.
right?
Yeah. So, and just a quick update here on the cafe that Cynthia and I had been, I don't want to say working at, but thinking about taking over. They actually shut down this week, so we won't be there. We're sticking around to help the guy out. He's kind of in an in-between situation, so as small business owners, we help him. Eventually, we get help. That's how that all works. And he shut us down for next week as well, due to the fact that things were being so slow. We'll update more for that in the future. So keep your eyes open for a video coming out soon for that. For us, this was our best, biggest, hottest accessories for the hot dog cart.
And the easiest, quickest to install.
Yes.
Almost all of these can be purchased on Amazon. And again, we'll provide the links below. But everything you could pretty much have installed in less than a week.
See you soon.
Bye!